Why do these things always start at 6 in the morning? Just heading off to meet Molly Camping Rules OK. We're going to have a collaboration. This one's going to be a bit different, a bit of a challenge. Can we do it? Why am I doing this again? Anyway. Oh, I do like to be behind the seaside. Well, it's not the seaside, is it? It's more like mudside. Here we are in Harwich, and we're planning to be over there at Felixstowe. We need to be on the ferry back at about 4 o'clock tomorrow, so it's going to be an interesting one. I seem to hang around a lot in ferry tanker terminals recently. That's just me. Hello. Yeah.
Hello, hello.
This is Molly Camping Rules OK, and we're both. He's planning the route, and we're going to go around the long way.
Well, we could just walk across it.
Well, almost. I mean, there's enough mud.
Have you got your waterproof socks on?
Well, it's probably solid enough with all this mud.
That is the target. Somewhere over there, there's what is it? The harbour ferry.
Yeah.
It's got a little stop over there, and it will take us around the corner a little way. But
I've already said we're gonna slightly cheat by taking some of the trains some of the way because we have to reduce the amount.
I need to get out of Harwich basically.
That is very like that.
Yeah, so this is about as small a pack as I can find. This is actually Ethan's backpack as well.
Wow.
Happy's with me.
Whereas, like, I'm rocking the Kelty 80 litre, so
yours is at least twice the size as well.
Could probably put it in there. I could probably put it in.
Mine looks bigger than it is as well because I've got basically a loaf of bread on the back for my lunch today and tomorrow, and a little bit of stuff to go with my dinner.
The reason for the Kelty is because, I've been having some problems with the Osprey, and also this is the most comfortable, even though it is an extra kilogram, this is the most comfortable pack I know for a long distance route. I've done long distances with this. So, I trust this way more than the Osprey ruck, I have to say. So yeah, well, and I'll talk about that maybe in a future video. Not the bee. This is Wrabness. Oh, we're starting. Well,
We already started.
well, yeah, but start of the walk.
Start of the proper walk.
Start the proper journey.
I mean, that's somebody's house, is it not?
I think on the Thames Pass series, sorry, an idiot outdoors, I've slightly stolen your point at things. I've got a thing where I just go, random art! And I don't know if that is random art. Grayson Perry! It's the Grayson Perry house!
The Grayson Perry.
I know this. I didn't know it was here. You see, it is random art.
Random art and a house.
Random art house. Yep. It's basically, the whole thing is a thing for Essex.
President Lady Julie.
Yeah.
I let you got like all the safety pins, you've got tape cassettes.
Wow.
That's cool.
No, apparently inside it's got like tapestries or murals and things like that. I knew it was somewhere in Essex, I didn't know it was here. So, book your stay so you can stay at it. You could just visit it, but obviously they've made it to stay thing. Oh wow. Random art!
Got his big one out, guys.
That is not becoming a catchphrase.
It is the catchphrase.
It's not!
Pins about.
No, it's not.
Yeah. That is nice.
Wow. Oh, you never guess what's over there. Shipwreck! Shipwreck! Is that number 2? Yeah, I think it's number 2. That is one dangerous tree.
Okay.
Do you want to camp under that? Hello. Wow, I can't hear it in the wind. What? Ah. Yeah. 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 Thank you, farmer. All the nice places. Ticky-tacky boxes and they all look the same. So is this a Wimpy Line mission then?
I guess so.
Or more of a Barrett Home mission?
Oh, that's why you said wimpy, because the
Wimpy, yeah, Wimpy.
Oh,
There is.
that went straight.
I
in
know.
my head.
So my.
I'm sorry, Tim. He's too clever for me.
Yeah, I'm being too
went
clever.
Straight over my my noggin. But obviously, this is all new build, and they've probably built this over what was a footpath, and it's too new to be on the map. Okay.
I have to go back. This is a beautiful. This is definitely wild camp friendly. Well, not friendly. It's private. Keep out. But there's no fences.
Yeah.
We had a lovely lunch in a sort of little hollow down here, which was really nice.
You could filter some and get some if you need it.
I could do. Because it looks clear enough.
Yeah, I'd go for this bit that's flowing if you can get down there.
Get down there. By the way, the active bottles fit. If anyone in the UK is wondering what fits the Sawyer Squeeze, the active bottles, and get them in Waitrose and Tesco. Yeah, these fit this. It's amazing how clear that is, though. Seriously. Let's see. The first time I've used this in anger. A lot faster than my MSR trail shot. So that's the dirty bottle, the red cap, and then you can attach it to here to back flush.
You wouldn't use the red one, you'd use the white cap.
So I use the white one for the back flush, yes, you're right, because you don't want to get a nasty there.
I can highly recommend the Sawyer stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been using my one for over 10 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the first time I've obviously tried it at home, the first time I've used it.
Well, I'm not sure whether it's gallons or litres, but I'm pretty sure it's gallons. I think my one, when I bought it, they touted it to 1 million gallons.
Million, yeah, this is the same.
Like, it's ridiculous. I mean,
they
that
actually
would last my lifetime.
They use these in the developing world. You know, people come here complain about them blocking, but because they back flush them all the time, they back flush them like pretty much it's almost every time or every second time.
If I was you now, I'm not going to backwash that. But at the end of the day, when I'm finished, I'm backwashing it.
Yeah, I will backwash
it.
this.
It does depend on the quality of water as well.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll say is,
that is amazing.
Depending on how bad the water is I've used, I will backwash it like every time I.
Yeah, if this was muddy water, I would have backwashed it.
That came out so fast. It's
I know. That's long may it last. That is a success. Excellent. I'm going to call this path the path of infinity. It goes on forever.
Yeah, that is a long one. So it's a straight. Should we straight line mission this path?
Yes.
I mean, it could be difficult.
We need to find a hawthorn brush to run through it, though.
What do we reckon? 1 million likes on the video, and we'll come back and straight line mission. It's even a puddle. We're done, mate.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. We nearly had to kibosh it there because you see them wild animals.
Oh yeah. Woo. Those horses, I can't cope with them.
It gave me the inspiration to just get going. I've got a lot of respect for what Tom does on his channel and all the missions he does, and it inspired me to get out. I've been wanting to do something with my camping and doing a bit of YouTube for quite a while, but watching his was the kind of one that really just got me going. Do you know what? Look at what he's doing, and I can do that sort of thing too. So I really want to get out and do it and share what I do and all my different kind of adventures with the world.
Yeah,
and try to inspire other people to get out, because let's face it, that's a big part of what we do. I want to do some big missions like what he does. I've got some pretty big stuff in mind, actually.
I seem to be going large with the distances, so we're going to have some long distance Scottish walking, hopefully.
I'm often impressed with how many miles you put in. I'm like, wow, that's...
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that I'm doing has got nothing with how many miles you've done. But at the same time, for me, it's a huge challenge. It's a huge project.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've never done anything close to it.
Yeah.
Yet compared to what you do, it's like, wow, it's the same old, really. So I'm like, it makes me wonder sometimes, is this worth doing? It's been done before. Tim's done this, like. It's not even like some mad adventurer who's like some pro.
It's your take on it, though.
But that's it. It's got to be my take on it.
Yeah.
So, slight left then, continue straight for 200 metres.
Is that
down here? That's very lucky. Unplanned entirely, but we have the supplies. The most important thing.
Clippos!
We're going to have a little break, as you can see just out here. A beautiful view. It doesn't get much better than this, really. And we can also see the bridge that we need to cross next. So we're going to just be walking down this track past Tim here, over the bridge, and then we need to head in that rough direction.
Okay. So going over there.
A really big bridge later on this evening that we want to camp.
We're going over there.
But we have... Let's have a little look. We've got... It says 22.3 miles left for the whole trip, which means we have about 8.3 miles left to go.
Easy
peasy. We're not even halfway yet.
It's all right.
That's fine.
I should ask people to like and subscribe. I just don't. Yeah.
You only get what you ask for in this life.
Yeah.
And if you want people to do something on YouTube for you, you better ask. I always ask people to share as well.
I forget to do that.
You
Share.
ask. If you ask, people might do it. But if you don't ask,
Yeah.
you're going to get.
I do ask about liking, subscribing. I forget about the sharing.
Most people don't do
Sharing is caring.
I was like, yeah.
Sharing is
That's
caring.
good. That's your catchphrase right there.
We said no to the Raven bench. There was a bench on there which a Raven was guarding, and it looked a bit kind of like
I should take my
the
pack
bench
off,
of doom.
shouldn't I? But, do you know, I can't even tell my pack's on. It's so small and light.
I could tell my one is on.
I wonder why. That thing's a beast. Once again, Tim's is bigger than mine.
But it's got like 60 litres worth in it, so it's got less than. So I purposely didn't fill. In fact, probably less than that. I purposely didn't fill it up. So
what's really frustrating is we can see our destination from here still. The sort of cranes
yeah.
for
That's where we're heading.
offloading the ships. That is
That's where we're going.
aiming for, and we were just to the right of that earlier, and we've just walked this far.
At what point do we just find somebody with a boat and bribe them?
Well, I mean,
Probably at about 3 p.m.
the bigger question is, why
tomorrow.
are we not straight line missioning this? We should have just straight line missioned it right across. We'd be there by now.
I know.
Why did we not?
We just swimming across.
Are we allowed to swim across the port there with all the ships?
Swimming across a tidal estuary with lots of water above it. What could go possibly wrong?
It's not like there's loads of like ships and whatnot going in and out through the port.
Do you know what a tidal if that's going out? You know what a tidal race that would be? That would be scary. You'd get swept out in the sea in no time.
Your straight line wouldn't really be a straight line.
No.
You'd be swimming sideways.
It'll be like straight line ending up in Holland. Yeah. This is Manningtree. In the wind. It's been a lovely walk. That was a lovely little break. Sorry I'm squinting, but I wasn't expecting kind of like summer temperatures. Even the wind's not that cold. Summer temperatures in April. So I didn't bring my shades. And I've got far too much clothes, but it might get colder later, so. Suffolk!
Oh, Suffolk.
Hiya.
We're just walking up here and going across the. I was seeing the footpath or right away that way.
Yeah, that's not a footpath.
What's that?
That's not a footpath.
Is it not?
No.
Oh, I mean, we're just avoiding that traffic. It's pretty brutal down there, to be honest.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's just that we've had 230 horses galloping down here.
Oh, that's
That's
a lot of horses.
We had an event here. We literally just finished.
All right.
So it would have been, a little bit earlier. I don't think.
Oh, what you mean actually they were supposed to be here?
Yes.
Oh, right, wow.
An event.
Okay.
So that's why.
Well, to be fair, if it looked like that was going, we would not have come in. But it's just that road is a bit.
I know.
We've got so many people giving us the look just walking up the roads, but we're just trying to get to. Is it? I don't know. Is it right away a footpath on there? With map it says it goes up there.
There's a footpath that comes from the gap here. It does go across.
Yeah.
And then it goes out.
So that's what we're trying to get to. We were just avoiding the traffic, I'll be honest to say. Yeah, we weren't sure if it was or wasn't a footpath, but we were just like, that road was a bit horrific. But just to carry on up and get everywhere.
Pick up the footpath.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, so that's the power of the smile. You smile at someone, you talk friendly, and usually people are pretty reasonable. But
Yeah.
as soon as you've got your back up, people give you a stick, and she might be going, no, you've got to go back and go up there. And I'm like, look, I'll be honest with you, I'm just trying to avoid this traffic. It's brutal. People are nearly running us down. We don't want to be there.
No.
This is like an easy path. But that's fair play. There is kind of like horse tracks. She's not wrong. She's not in the wrong either, really. This is private land. And
Yeah, I know.
that is dangerous if you had 150 horses under here.
I thought that was going to go badly.
I was pretty sure it'd be alright. Yeah, that's nice of her though.
Yeah.
Let's avoid that traffic because that was pretty.
That was pretty horrible. So
We're definitely
We've
supposed
looked-
to cut across this.
we looked on the map, and there's actually a path that cuts across the field for where their tables are. So she was trying to make out that this is all private land.
I mean, to be
But
fair,
looks-
there
It looks like there should actually be footpaths through here.
is a path that's supposed to cut across this field. That's the one that we're supposed to be on. So that's where we've just come up from here. And when she stops us, we were somewhere around about that line. And there's the dotted line that we're supposed to be following with our little red line going across it. And we're about to hit this corner of the field. So presumably this corner of the field is this gate. And that's where... So we're supposed to be in here. That's weird.
Yeah. Do you think they've done that? No, one of these people who just tries to deny the path exists.
Well, I'll be honest, when we came in, we came in the field before the path.
Yeah.
But I could see the path cut across the field, so that's why I figured it'd be okay. But they've kind of chopped in really quick. Yeah, so this should be where the path comes up. That's weird. That's weird.
Okay.
Yeah, well, let's go through this gate, I guess. We're bang on the spot where we're supposed to be.
But there's no path across the field. None at all. There's the sign.
There.
Public footpath.
Footpath through there. What?
And they were making out that we shouldn't have gone through there, and it's all private property. And there's actually a footpath that goes through it.
No wonder she was cool about it. She knew she was in the wrong.
Wow.
What? That's the footpath.
Oh, that makes me angry.
Oh. What it is, they're trying to stop it from being a footpath. They don't want the walkers here,
Yeah.
and they play that act. So, Tim hasn't seen this yet, but by the time this comes out, you guys will have seen this. On my wonky line mission, there was a house that had almost certainly done a similar trick, and had slowly but surely, or maybe all at once, I don't know, they had removed a footpath or right of way around their house and redirected everyone somewhere else. So obviously I'm not following the map, but it got to a point where I couldn't tell where I was supposed to go, but it looked very fishy that I couldn't go the way I wanted to.
Yeah.
So they ended up costing me a lot of time and effort walking around a field where I shouldn't be. The signpost, it was kind of hidden like it was here,
Yeah.
so I didn't see it. And it had been turned around, and so it didn't make any sense. And they really didn't want people there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got really lost, got infuriated, and just blasted through loads of stuff where I shouldn't have been, and ended up getting caught by somebody else.
Yeah.
And that was a similar conversation, to be fair. And this is the power of the smile. I got away with it, but I knew it happened.
Wow.
And it's the problem is, you get this one like landowner who thinks, I don't want people in my field because I want to use it for this or that, and then they start thinking it's in their right to just kind of remove these things. It's not cool.
Not follow sat nav. Do not ever follow sat nav. Anglian water site. Oh, that's always
This
a
is
good.
the point where I don't film, but I really need to film, and I'm like,
Yeah.
God.
This is exactly the kind of place I'm like, It looks like it's very geared up for fishing or walking,
Fantastic.
but there are some that would be very interesting. Reservoir. 3 people have died from this reservoir. Now it's 6. Don't know why I'm excited by a reservoir. Why am I excited by a reservoir? Reservoir is beautiful.
Yeah, I was hoping to maybe camp somewhere in one of those over there, but we're carrying on.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll leave that to you. How far is it?
Well, that's what I'm going to look at. So, guys, this is the problem. Is my knee got a bit busted up earlier in the week, and it's starting to really give me some jip, let's call it. And we've got many kilometres to go before we even camp today.
We've done lemon stone.
Because we'd have water here, we just have to use your filter, I suppose.
Yeah.
But that's not the end of the world. So if we went down there, we could go round and get back to the water line, and we'd have a place to camp. But we're never making the plan, and we might have to call it a fail, which I think I might have to do. I'll be honest, I'm just getting absolutely destroyed. My knee is just. I've got the big challenge coming up. I can't mess my knee up more. I've got to be sensible.
Yeah. Having had knee problems myself, I would say, don't wreck your knee.
With the big challenge coming up, I don't want to mess it up right now. So yeah, I think we'll call it.
I'm quite happy to find somewhere.
Yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's always one of those things.
Reservoir is beautiful.
Sorry to let you down, Tim.
No, it's alright. I was thinking this was going to be kind of fairly grueling anyway. I thought I was going to be the one. Seriously, I thought I would, because I thought, well, my knee and my legs, I thought I was the one that was going to do this. So I'm happy to call it if we find a nice site now. Yeah, I think the important thing is to find somewhere good.
Yeah, we'll find something. I think if we go down here to the corner near the water, so we're close to the water, so we have to filter it. I'm glad you brought your filter.
The thing is, I almost didn't bring mine, because I was a bit like, why? Because you said there'd be water en route, but I was like, no, I'll just bring it because you never know. Let's be a scout. I'm glad I did. Look at that view.
Are you happy with this?
Yeah, I mean,
where did you want to pitch your tent?
probably a bit away from the water, but you know.
I mean, obviously, the further in here we are, the more cover we have on the pathway.
Yeah.
So this comes with walking
Yeah. I've got my small tent, but the size of the tent, I'm going to take most of the access to the water. I feel like we're missing the sunset as it's behind the trees, but it looks pretty amazing. I've got no idea what that is, but I think that's someone shooting wild campers. I don't know what that's about. Wow. Just been filtering water. And this is Catty campsite. I'm just clearing a space here to camp. Hopefully I'll be out of the way. We filtered many litres of water actually. I need to go for a constitutional at some point in the wood. I'm kind of waiting for it to go a bit darker for that. And when we get a fire pit, I'll probably drive away to some of the... And it's not too bad for insects, but there are a couple of some here. And I know I'm camping right next to a reservoir that's a bit naughty, but that is the only campsite we've got. I promise not to pollute the water. That's where Molly's sleeping. That's hardcore. And that's the tent. There's actually lights over there, so I don't want to shine the lights on too much. And the water we filtered. And he's doing the fire up there.
Get the slug invasion.
Yeah. I wish I'd actually videoed that, the whole slug invasion.
You should have had the video on for all that. Panic station, slugs.
I know. And I went for a constitutional in the woods. I saw all these black slugs heading our direction.
Oh, that's the first sign of the...
And it was like, oh, I did warn there was a slug invasion. And then when they just attacked when I was trying to have my steak. I had steak and parmentier potatoes, which I don't think would have worked if it wasn't for the fire pit. So thank you for the fire pit. No, it did cook those parmentier potatoes pretty well. They weren't all completely cooked through, but most of them were cooked through. So it was like they were fried. It does work.
Yeah, you did all right with the fire pit. You were managing your cook quite well on
Yeah.
Some people struggle because they're not used to that. Because it's quite a lot of...
I did manage to burn myself. When I picked it up, it went, and then it was like it got my hand.
Pick it up. It's a good idea to tilt the far right side away from you, and it kind of then the flame goes up and away.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
I
don't just lift up the handle side. I like tilt the other side up first. This one turned out to be quite a chaotic camp in here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've had such a chaotic camp in a long time. We kind of rocked up at like a reasonable time, but then kind of like took so much time over it. We kind of just ran out of time. So then it was a dark one, which is a pain. And then we didn't really have the best spot for cooking because we're all a bit tight in here.
I mean, it depends on the route. You know, I could have hiked in the dark, but yeah, camping, it depends on the site about camping in the dark, really.
Oh, yeah. I mean, camping in a site like this, which is quite awkward, is awkward enough, but when you add the dark to it, it's a bit like, oh. And also, I'm kind of basically bruised and battered from the day. Yeah. I don't know why I feel so bad. I feel really quite rough today from this. I think partly it's sunburn.
I mean, who expects a kind of like summer stay in April?
Yeah, but even then, I could have just checked the UV and been known. Like,
yeah, but I'm surprised. I thought I had some sun cream in my kit, and I haven't because I think the kit's still kind of like very much like winter autumn. So, and SLUGS ATTACK.
Somewhere.
I'm not gloating about having a mesh tent. Not amateur at this point.
There he is.
It's a good thing you like slug.
He was in here before, I just didn't find him.
Oh.
Yeah. There he is.
I don't worry, but it doesn't eat much. Well, I'm going to have slug coffee tomorrow. I actually rinsed it out, but yeah. You're
going to have slug coffee because I'm going to collect all the ones that were in my bag, and I'm going to put them in your cup for you.
Anyway, if they come and eat us, they'll eat you first. So that's good. Morning. Oh, that was a difficult night. I got peed in my mouth. There's a problem with my light tour mattress. It's always kind of done that. It goes down slightly throughout the night, kept bottoming out as I slept, which didn't help, and also there's so much noise around here. Some very strange noises as well. Some very strange animals. Yeah, and my legs are hurting. Yeah, and also pinging off slugs from the side of the tent all night. So I'm dreading what my backpack looks like at the moment, because my backpack's outside. One of the downsides of the Lanchan one is you can't put the backpack inside the tent. There's just no space. So we shall see. It's just 6:45. We'll just have to looking forward to some breakfast. Yeah, morning. Survived, but at least a quarter of me's missing where the slugs ate me. Yeah. Okay. Well, they seem to be hiding at the moment because they're not visibly on my backpack. But I was pinging them off the inner of the tent at the night. I could see them. I just go, get off. I wonder what landed on my head there. There's such noisy birds. There's some very odd sounding. You've got cuckoos as well. Cuckoos around here. I'd say too many birds. We haven't. This is the noisiest. I've camped. Old Winchester Hill was a bird reserve, and some of the things I've camped near are also sort of bird reserves. This is the noisiest I've ever been. And as I say, I don't know what that fox sounding thing last night was. The earliest morning, that thing that went and you're like, what is that? I've never heard one of them. That freaked me out. I'm not looking forward to taking the tent down because I'm sure the slugs are probably hiding underneath. Hello, Robin. We've got a visitor to our camp. When I go walking in the hedgerows, you'll see them. Obviously, I assume some of the hikers either feed them or whatever. So from hedgerow to hedgerow, you'll see one set of robins, and then the next you walk down the path and be another set, and they sing to you. They always sing to me, and then it's the woods. It's a reassuring sign. It's a good omen.
Catty here been good at not going after any of them.
Yeah. Liking the catty. But yeah, just packing up, and I'm really spooked out because I've not found any slugs. I found some beetles having a bit of a party, but I found no slugs in my rucksack and none in my tent. I just turned over the camping mattress, dreading it. I can't see any on here either.
They're behind you.
Ah! Where are they? Where are they hiding? A nasty feeling they found one nook and cranny in my rucksack, and I'm going to find them all when I get home. I'm glad I brought this because we did actually really need it to filter the water, and this has been a real success. That's famous last words. The Sawyer Squeeze hasn't blocked, and it's been a lot simpler than my MSR trail shot. A lot simpler. So yeah, I really like working with this. I love just putting it on the bottle and just filtering it directly into the... I've been filtering it into stuff that's boiling. You don't need to do that. The only fun thing is if you're trying to keep it away from the slugs. Slugs got into my cup. They got into my coffee filter last night. They got into everywhere. But I managed to keep them away from this because I do not want the slugs in there. I don't want slugs anywhere. But yeah. Hopefully slug slime isn't poisonous. I almost left a peg behind. I was also picking up some rubbish that someone's left here, but yeah, leave no peg behind. Well, the ones I found. This is Tattling Stone.
Well, we're back out.
It's beautiful.
Manningtree.
Manningtree, yeah.
Yeah, Manningtree Station.
It's a welly boot cone. Similar to yesterday. Hey, look, it says footpath. And over there, private drive. No, it's not a private drive. It's a footpath. But of course they want to suggest that there isn't a footpath running through here. I wouldn't call this a quiet lane either. When we've got vans like that going down here. This is very beautiful, even though they're trying to stop you coming through here. Maybe because it's so beautiful. We're not sure where the path goes. But lots of bluebell woods at the moment. It's very beautiful. So beautiful but sludgy. Well, it was more sluggy last night.
Yeah.
Sluggy, not so sluggy. It's all about the transitions today, isn't it? We go from like bluebell woods to a track to a country lane to, you know, a sort of someone's stately home. Remember children the corn?
Wow, we're going through the field. I want to hold my hand out, go. Yeah.
Someone got lost over there. Do you think they got lost in here and they never could find their way out? Yeah, but where is it then?
Green,
but this actually says that way. It's
so
just
that cuts
over
across there.
But we need to literally go. Oh wow!
But we're going left. We could go through that and then go left.
No, I'd rather not.
I think I'm yellow enough, Tim.
Yes.
Yourself.
What on earth?
That is incredible.
Lighthouse. Here ends the Essex Way. At the misleading lights.